I did it. All maxed out, all done. Time for the big one.
Lieutenant Darkovash, tales of your exploits with the lizard men have been tearing through these halls like wildfire. This realm has no dearth of adventure capable of cutting down a beastman or two, but those with the aptitude and inclination to pave the road to peace are few and far between. And you have come at a most opportune time. The Order of the Twin Adder has need for an able ambassador, and I can think of none more suited to the task. Our contact in Gridania is one Lieutenant Gavin. Seek him out at the Adder's Nest, and he'll brief you on the particulars of the mission.
And so we go. Click, 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 click. There are 3 different openers for that quest, 1 in each town. And I think they all quickly converge. This will be our allied races collected thing with all the dudes.
Zev, would I not give to heal the adventurers of the beastmen over a flagon of mead? And yet I fear that the more pressing matters demand our attention today. When you are ready for your briefing, simply say the word. Your zeal is most appreciated, friend. Allow me to delve straight into the matter at hand. We have received a most disturbing report from our contact in Little Solus, the esteemed scholar of Sylphic mysteries by the name of Voice. I could not make much sense of his missive. I dare say I have seen chocobos with better quillmanship, but it will appear that recent events have struck the fear of the gods into the man. What few sentences I could decipher specifically asked us to contact the Immortal Flames and send for you, Zev. It would seem that Master Voice was quite taken with your prior efforts on his behalf. It need not be said that any threat facing our Sylph friends is potentially a threat to Gridania as well. Pray make for Little Solus and look into the matter with what that concerns Master Voice so.
And off we go. The Hawthorne Hut. So it looks like we're starting with the Sylphs this time. So I fully expect that we'll cycle through everybody, collecting the group as you go until they all come together to solve a problem like you did last time. Seems like the template. It looks like this happens again in Storm's Blood. There's another Allied Beast Tribe quest. But not after that. It's kind of a bummer. They just kind of stop.
What's this? My copy of A Brief History of the Twelveswood has been replaced by a tome detailing 240 varieties of beastkin feces. Why, Zev, whatever are you doing here? I sent for you. Now that you mention it, perhaps I did.
How did you... What?
What is the matter? What is the matter, you say? A veritable pack of podlings pilfered from the Little Solus while I was taking a brief respite from my research. You must help me, friend. Why, where were Elder Frixio to find out that this happened under my watch? This one would be entirely unsurprised. Listen here, you little punk ass. This one is heartened by Brave One's presence. If there is one thing that can be said for Bumbling One, it's that Bumbling One has strong and trustworthy friends. This one fears it is exactly as Bumbling One says. Little ones that these ones hand raised with care. Little ones soon to sprout to life. Gone. Every last one. As you well know, friend, podlings are young sylphs in their pre-birth state. Why, this is no mere act of theft, but sylph napping on an unprecedented scale. Little ones are the future. Without little ones, there will be no one to carry on these one's vision of peace.
What happened to the whole Chosen One narrative? What did it even help with?
The touched ones are behind us, no doubt. Having failed to capture the chosen one, they will rear an entire generation of hate-filled, treacherous sylphs. We must stop them. And by we, I mean brave Zev here. You will venture into the Sylph lands and rescue the little ones from the hands of their would-be kidnappers, yes? Yes, you must.
Yes, yes, you must. What was this, kobolds? Because you sound like kobolds. And off we go. Wow, same mountain twice in a row. That's RNG, baby. It glows so much, given that this is a way darker setting. This is kind of funny. Look at me, look. Looking away. Unnecessarily long progress bar for a single player mission.
He looks, but does he see?
Oh, who the fuck?
No, he does not. Otherwise, he would not be looking where he is looking. That which you seek will not be found here, for this is not the idle mischief of malevolent sylphs. Oh no. This is but the prelude to a dark and dastardly plot that threatens to shake Eorzea to its very core.
Does it, considering it was optional?
My name? You could call me Sylvie. But you would have no occasion to do so, for I shall pursue our kidnapper, and you shall return to see to your concerns. That is, if you know what's good for you. Farewell, friend. Our paths will not cross again. I must hurry. Yes, hurry to Lenosha before tragedy strikes again.
So this random lady with knee highs was like condescending to me in the woods? I'm not really sure what to make of it. Am I just flying all the way back? Yep. Off we go. There's nothing less believable than somebody's opening line being, "We'll never see each other again" in a game. It's like, I have a few tips about how narrative structure tends to work out.
Ah, there you are, friend. I trust that you gave those nasty sylphs their due and returned to the little ones to safety. What's that you say? It was not the touched ones that did the deed, and 'twas a mysterious green-haired maiden that shared this knowledge with you? Whoever could be behind this unconscionable crime? Perhaps the answer lies in one of my tomes. On the medicinal properties of gobo feces. Oh, this won't do it all. Woe's me.
Why are we just trusting this lady? Hey, off to the fish.
It would appear that there is more to the disturbance of the disappearance of the podlings than I originally suspected. But where to turn to next? Allow me to apply the scientific method to analyze the situation. The girl Sylvie said that the touched ones were not responsible for the crime, as the sylphs of Little Solace would have no reason to kidnap their own. We can safely deduce that the perpetrator is not a sylph at all. Do you follow me thus far? You also say the girl mentioned Lanasa, and that she must travel there before tragedy strikes again. Good gods, are you thinking what I'm thinking? Pirates, yes, pirates have stolen the podlings to sell at the black markets. The scurvy, thieving scoundrels. Fortunately for us all, I just so happen to have an acquaintance in the area. A colleague, I should say, is a naturalist specializing in marine life. He goes by the name Gaston, primarily I suspect, because that is his actual name. You'll have to find him in the Drowning Wench. He often said his ideas flow most readily after a pint of Bateran's Best.
We're changing locations rapidly. Damn it. There we go. I kept missing the waypoint, and it kept zooming in on the quest, and then you can't click on those waypoints. I don't see why not. They should just let you click on those ones. Whoa, that looks weird in first person. Yeah, that'll do. the quest image already gave away where we're going. Now we're just building up to it, I guess.
The seas are angry today, friend. The waves 10 spars eye, if there were a foam.
What the fuck did you just say to me?
He'll be staying in port if he knows what's... not a sailor, but an adventurer, you say? Sent by voice, you say? The mail and take me, I journeyed halfway across the realm in the hopes of ridding myself with that barnacle-brained lover. Fortunately for you and your bungling friend, you've caught old Gaston in a good mood, so entertain me. What's this bloody old fool got himself into this time?
Someone's doing squats in the background, like always.
Is this supposed to tell me something? This letter looks like it was penned by an half-drunk chocobo. If you'd be so kind, spare me the attic and give me the details yourself. A mass kidnap and a baby Sylphs, and the burly half-wit thinks it was pirates done the deed. That sounds just crazy enough to be true. I was at the docks not a few bells ago when I spied an unfamiliar face. The man had just acquired a vessel, it seems, and if my ears are true, was looking to sail for Halfstone amidst a fierce fog. A scholar with a face like mine ain't gonna be the one to judge by appearances, but I didn't like the cut of this man's jib, if you gather my meaning. Mind ye, I didn't speak to the bladder myself. Me son Robin had a few words with him, though, and didn't seem to enjoy the experience none. If you'd speak for him yourself, you'd find him at the docks. Seems his adventure under the sea hasn't dampened in his passion in following in his old man's footsteps.
Where's Fisherman's Bottom? Somewhere. The answer is somewhere. We're going all over the place, ain't we? There we go. Thank you, updated menu, for finding this kind of stuff. These towns used to be a lot harder to navigate. Oh my god, a child.
Yeah, I remember you. You're the adventurer who returned that necklace to that nice fisherman for me. Fishman. You did return it, didn't you? They were so nice to me after all, I just had to do something nice for them too. Wonderful, I knew I could count on you. What's that you say? Father told you about some strange man at the docks. I saw him, I did. He was wearing some strange metal mask. At least I hope it was a mask. It looked more like a part of his face. He said he'd escort a settle with Nav. Of course. I didn't remember till I saw your face, but the nice fisherman that saved me. One of them was named Nav, I'm sure of it. Are the nice fishmen in danger? Please tell me you'll go and make sure they're safe, and bring them this. Tell them it's a thank you gift from Robin.
To get his revenge on Nav. And so we meet up with faction 2 of 5. We'll slowly get wrapped up into this whole thing. Why would they want to go after Nav? Is it because of all the warmongering and murdering he did? Guess I answered my own question. Hello, y'all.
Shh. Are me eyes to be believed? Yes, Zev returns. What brings my shore walking...
Sir, I'm doing something right now.
Shore walking spawnling back to the clutch.
It's really awkward. They just walked right directly in front of me.
Old Ren... Jez.
Oranges, oh yeah.
This is a true delight. Ever since the last batch you brought, my spawnlings clamor endlessly for more. A present from the finless child. This pleases me greater still. Yes, perhaps a new generation brings hope for peace between our peoples.
Psh, Clutch Father, I need your counsel.
Do you so quickly forget, Sue? A Sahagin does not thrash against the currents. He is one with the water, flowing as it flows.
Forgive me, Clutch Father, it is Boo, our youngest brother.
What of him?
He was spearfishing at the Moon Shade Isle, and then he was gone, spirited away by a shorewalker.
Why? All I and my spawnlings seek is to live in peace. Zev, you must find Finless One to prove yourself a friend to my clutch. Or you were the first Finless One to prove yourself to my clutch. I would ask you accompany me to Moonshade Isle. I have no desire to turn my spear against the shorewalkers, but I shall defend my spawnlings with my life. Travel on ahead, friend. I shall swim along shortly.
If he was spirited away, you'd think he'd be gone already. You know? You know? Let's get a look at that broken tail animation again. He puts his tail to the side when he uses a mount, but yeah, in this cutscene it just clips through. Ruh-roh. Oh wow, oh. There's a lot going wrong with that animation. He's not sat correctly at all. You sense a hostile presence. Alright. Let me do my little dance and explode now. Everybody's dead. Oh. Surprise aggro. You weren't even part of the fight. That's a long survey. Maybe you should look in other directions too, if it's not working out so far.
Over there, do you see? Curses! While we had our fins full with those small fry, he's fled clear out to sea. Bo is among the youngest of us. His gills have not taken form, and his limbs have been bound by the finless one. If he is cast into the waters, he will drown like a shorewalker.
I thought your clutches hatched underwater. 'Cause you're fish. Wait, is it him? Oh, it's the same douchebag, isn't it? Isn't this the guy from Heavensward? Is he he's a recurring dude? I didn't even realize that.
I have come for my child, Finless One.
I didn't realize he was a returning character from A Realm Reborn. I thought he was just some douchebag. Didn't I kill him? He definitely Team Rocketed at least. In Heavensward.
So you have. Most impeccable timing, if I say so myself. Save me, Clutch Father.
Oh, vulnerability. But you...
All too easy.
Wow, I was not helpful in any of this.
Clutch Father, no!
So much for the mighty Sahagin. For all your prideful posturing, in the end you're naught but beasts. Know your place and spare yourself any further suffering.
Be strong, Clutch Father, your son comes for you. These waters are too deep for a shorewalker. Leave the Clutch Father's rescue to me. Return to the nursery and tell my spawn brothers to prepare to tend to his wounds.
He's just touring the world stealing children, basically. Unborn sylphs and then the youngest of these guys. Oh! I am still here. That was a lot of knives. I accomplished nothing. This is my primary input so far, is just watching other people. Worry not, Zev. It is but a flesh wound, and worse I have suffered. No, it is the dishonor of failing to protect my child that cuts truly deep. This masked shorewalker who would steal my child from me, he will answer for his crimes. Yes, I must rest for a while. Zev, you may lack for gills, but you are as much my child as any of those I have spawned. It is as your clutch father. That's not, no. You're not my dad. That I would beseech your aid. I know not what that masked shorewalker means to do with Bo, but I fear for my boy's life. I would leave this moment in pursuit, but I am not young and my wounds are slow to heal. My son, pray rescue your brother in my stead. There is a saying among our people, the shark that swallows a Sahagin would choke on its scales. Though my clash with the kidnapper might have appeared a one-sided affair, I assure you it was not entirely so. As I tumbled into the waves, I struck at the villain's skiff with my spear. Even in my weakened state, I was able to open a sizable hole in its bottom. The vessel will flood before long, if it is not already. The fiend will have no choice but to dock at the nearest port for repairs, and there is only one suitable location in western Lenosha. You will find our man in Aleport, you can be sure of it. Go forth, O strongest of sons, your spawnling's life hangs in the balance. Yeah, what is this thing where I'm on the same level as the other kids here? Excuse me? Haven't I been helping run this place? Hey, I'm on the thematically fitting mount. Risky business damaging the vessel. If it didn't go according to plan, the whole thing might have just sank, and then your kid drowns because he can't survive in the water yet. Apparently your kid can't swim, but I'm pretty sure the cat boy can. Which skiff could it be? I'm looking for the scuffed skiff, as it turns out. This is the one. Again he comes, unaware that again he comes, unaware that what he seeks has already been swept away by the tide. Just couldn't leave well enough alone, could you, stranger? Ah, well, I suppose it matters little now. I know who it is you seek, for I seek him as well. I also know that our man left Aleport not bells ago. I don't know what a bell is, and none of the town can speak as to of his whereabouts. First he came for the Sylphs, then the Sahagin. Yes, it is clear enough. The wheels are in motion and they will not stop until every beast tribe has been crushed beneath. He must be stopped, and I will be the one to stop him. Who is the masked Mikote? So you saw him as well. Clad in all black, with a face of metal, and that red eye burning in the darkness. They call him the Ebonclaw, as those who speak his birth name are said to not be long for this world. To what dark end he preys upon the beast tribes I cannot say, only that he cannot be allowed to continue. If you would know more of our quarry, seek out Badaron and the Drowning Wench. I must move quickly, before tragedy strikes again. I'm gonna have to talk to her every single time, aren't I? Off we go again. Hopefully something mixes it up a bit, because I can see this being a thing where it's just every single time. Oh wow, they stole the children again. and again, which when you gotta include 5 different quests might be a bit much. But I don't know, those are like I don't remember the Almaja or Kobold or Ixal children. Those were the 2 quest chains that were built around children, not the other 3.
Well, if it ain't me favorite regular Zev.
Who are you?
Have you come for a pint or a tale? Mayhap both. Bugger me with a spear, and tell me you didn't say what I think you said. I told you not to tell me that, Zev. Just hearing the words sends a shiver up me spine. The Ebonclaw. Naja Ja'ab. Though I'd suggest you avoid speaking that name if you prefer your head attached to your body. One of the 5 deadliest sellswords in Eorzea by my measure. Not that you're like to have heard of him. Prefers to keep in the shadows, you see. Smuggling, assassination, extortion. The dirtier the job, the more it titillates the man. Believe it or not, he has started out as an adventurer not unlike yourself. Some reckoned he'd be just the hero the realm was looking for, but doing good didn't seem to satisfy him none, and it didn't take him long to turn to the dark side. You're a strong and sure lad I know, and that's why I give you this advice. Take a wide berth of that man. I'd hate to see you end up like... Which reminds me, Zev, someone stopped by the wench not too long ago asking if I'd seen you about. That's a bad call, considering how infrequently I ever talk to you. An officer of the Maelstrom, no less. I believe he said his name was Translate. The burly bloke didn't share any details, but it seems a matter of some urgency. You'd best be along to Maelstrom Command and see what the fuss is.
Back to the crystal. There's a lot of fucking people involved in this one, huh? Oh, no, Maelstrom's right here. So many names and faces.
Thank the navigator. Just the man I was looking to see. You remember Lieutenant Scatwest, no doubt? She leaves quite an impression. And it would seem you left quite an impression on her as well. She asked for you specifically by name. It would seem there's another storm brewing at the 789th Order dig, and she reckons that she needs your steady, and to
Oh, she needs your steady hand. That's what the sentence is going. I'm like, what the fuck did you say?
And she needs your steady hand to navigate through. As for the nature of the storm, that you'll have to hear straight from her.
Phonetic spelling is a lot sometimes. You're just like, what the fuck are you saying to me? So the kobolds are next. Because that's where Skit was, however it's pronounced. We're getting the puffball a lot today. The palm. I'm palmed and dangerous.
Zev, I thought you'd never come. We've got a crisis on our hands here, and I ain't just talking about this oversized bilge-rat's aversion to anything resembling honest work. I tell you, after all that I did to end Zogar's reign of terror, you'd think he'd have the slightest effort to raise his order from the arse end of Kobold society, wouldn't you? Well, you'd be wrong. But that's neither here nor there. The reason I wanted you goes beyond this lot of loungers. We've got a catastrophe facing all of Kobold kind. I tell you, these days, it's out of the bomb's nest into the cauldron. What sort of crisis, you ask? Scores of kobolds from the mines just up and disappearing. One moment they're here and the next they're gone. Who or what could possibly be responsible for this?
A rogue Rogadin. I feel like this game made this joke before. Right? I've heard this joke, I feel like.
A serial beastman kidnapper. Aye, the rumors of the Shroud and Lanasha haven't escaped me ears. Beastmen spirited away from their homes, but one question remains, why? From the sound of it, you've already done some investigating of your own. I'll see what I can get out of Gigu and the rest of the laggards.
What say you survey the scene of the crime? Word has it that an inspection team from the 175th were ambushed right from the arch of the Kobold dig. The 175th's a friendly lot. You remember BB, no doubt? I reckon you won't be stingy with information.
Let's go, strange polar bear. Oop. Wrong angle for a bit. Oh, what's going on here?
BB, where did he take BB? Where?
Oh, BB's gone. Who else are they gonna kidnap? The freaking Mikote from the Almaja? I mean, she's not... I guess the counter is an Almaja.
I saw it all. Yes, I did. He grabbed BB with one arm, pressed steel against her neck. It was too much to watch. Too distressing, too painful, too much. I was too scared, yes, too cowardly to come out of hiding. But the Overdweller girl, yes, the girl with green hair. She chased him, following him, pursuing him, chased him to the south. It stings, burns, sears, stings. I set my strongest bombs against him and they did nothing. No, nothing.
So they're still gonna kidnap somebody, but the kobolds aren't really known for kids. What's funny is we just got past the kobolds in the main story of Heaven's Award, where they did introduce a child. Oh, Sylvie fucked up. Curses, he's too... Don't touch me, I can stand on my own. My deductions were flawless. I knew the kobolds were next. I waited to strike, and yet I could do nothing. Nazaja Ajab... Naza'a Jab, the Ebonclaw. I should have known I would be no match for that monster. My strength wanes. At this rate, I shall be... I must go. Well, we have a 0% success rate. We should really guess the next Beastmen tribe and hope for the best at this point.
Who is this Overdweller girl? What does she do here? And where can Gigu go to nap in peace, quiet, silence, peace?
How in the bloody hell should I know? Quit your blathering, the poor lass is wounded.
Worry not for me. Please, you must stop him. Naza'a Jab, the Ebonclaw, soared to the underworld. And yet he is but a blade for hire. No, another pulls the strings.
Enough, lass, save your strength.
He must be stopped. Ixal, Almaja, no beastman is safe.
Is she dead? Expired? Perished? Dead? Oh no, this cannot be. Bring my pickaxe. Gigu shall give Overdweller girl a proper burial.
Fool, she's not dead, but you will be if you don't stop your bloody whining. The girl still lives, but she'll need an Eorzea hand and a Eorzea and a clean bed. Neither of which she'll find here. I'll see her to Camp Overlook.
Does the Overdweller imply that we are unclean? Gigu takes umbrage at your remark. Offense, insult, umbrage. Why? Gigu took a bath just last year. Yes, he did.
That's too much. Take more baths. You're so close to the water, you think you'd take one on accident.
Worry not for the girl. She'll be safe at Camp Overlook. Our priority now should be rescuing BB from her kidnapper.
My beloved BB was kidnapped. Why, yes, why did you not tell me sooner? What is the ransom? Gigu has 2 chunks of ore and a handful of sulfur.
Somehow I don't think that'll be enough. Besides, I have a feeling it ain't just riches our man is after. It would seem poor BB's life is at stake again. We'll need to move quickly, Zev, and I need you to share with me anything and everything you know about the man. We'll get to the bottom of this together.
These are really rapid-fire quests so far. I feel like this part of the story took like 2.5 hours last time or something. So the Ixal are next. We're doing them almost in the reverse order in which I did the narratives, or at least we're gonna do Ixal second to last when they were second to first, and then Amaja last when they were first. If we were to have any hope of saving poor BB, we have to move quickly. Let's put our minds together, Zev. What can we deduce about the kidnapper's means of escape? You found poor Sylvie collapsed in front of a sheer cliff face, with no way out save but that by which she came. 'Twas there that the scoundrel's footprints led you, and there they ended. There's only one direction our man could have fled, and that's up, which leads us to the next question. Just how? I've got my theory, but what about you? It's always Rogadin. Why?
By airship. Aye, it's the most logical conclusion. Access to an airship would have afforded a man a quick and easy escape route. If any suspicious vessels took off from the Kobold dig, I can promise you it wouldn't escape the eye of Commander Bloodin. To Camp Overlook, Zev, and quickly. While you're there, you might pay a visit to the last Sylvie as well. Loath as I am to disturb her rest, I reckon she too might have the knowledge to spare.
Then let's take a look. It's in a book. Reading Rainbow.
Well, look what the tide's brought in. Let me guess, Sketwise has got you running her errands, has she? Aye, I figured as much. She's never been one to pay much mind to the convenience of others. Why, not long ago she came rushing in here with a poor lass who looked like she was on her last legs. Does this look like an infirmary? I've barely got enough beds for my own wounded. She's lucky she had an empty tent. Well, we had an empty tent. She's been resting in here ever since. I sent one of my men to bring her some food earlier, but she's been refusing all visitors. A shy one, I reckon, but she's not going to heal if she doesn't eat, and we can't keep her here forever. A suspicious airship? Come to think of it, one of my lookouts did say something about an unidentified vessel taking to the sky. It didn't appear to be a threat, so we elected not to pursue. It flew off to the east over the Strait of Melthor towards Aldenard. As for its final destination, your guess is as good as mine.
Nope. Let's see. Sylvie speaks from within the tent, her voice faint. Please, no one must enter. No one. Zev, is that you? Do not worry, my wounds already heal. Forgive me. When first we met, I dismissed your aid. I was a fool. Where I am weak, you are strong, but it is more than strength. Your heart is full of acceptance and understanding. It is this that has won you the trust of beastmen the realm over. Yes, there can be no doubt now. You are the champion we seek, the champion we need. We are no match for the Ebonclaw, but you are. You must put an end to this plot before everything is lost. He will strike at the Ixal next, I'm sure of it. You must hurry. Hurry to Akatel, and lend Chief Totolok your aid. I know that you have no reason to trust me, that I have not even told you who I am. I am sorry, Zev. There are some secrets a girl must keep, but I promise you one thing, I am a friend. I shall share the truth with you before long, I promise. For now, I beg of you, please trust me, help me. And off we go. A little repetitive, but we gotta introduce how all 5 factions are involved and what happens with them. They definitely were able to get to the plot part a bit faster when there was 3. She doesn't want anyone to come inside. It kind of makes me think that she's not human or something, or whatever, or if she was supposed to be human. Like it's like a disguise and it's broken or something, but it's also probably just that they don't have an inside to that tent. So I can't go inside because they didn't make one.
Who is this? Sezzle wonders. And then Sezzle sees. Return to us, Zev does. Enjoy, does Sezzle squawk.
Now there's a sight for sore eyes and tired hands. What brings you back to the humble environs of Acantil? Keen to get back to the forge, are you? As you know, an engineer's work is never done. Even though the Dezo-Kalan is yet breaking her own records, I'd wager my latest propulsion designs will send her higher still.
Ah, Sezzle, Scott? Oops. Too squawky, your squawkings are. Settle down you must. What ruffles your feathers so? Tell Sezzle you must. Attacked we were, at our logging grounds, airship struck. By featherless nuker. It was helmed, nuker squawk.
A nuker?
An attack? But we have done nothing to incur such aggression.
Bravely we fought, to distant skies. Featherless one's airship fled. Black smoke and flames it spewed, squawk. In joy and triumph we did, hawk. Sneaking around our logging grounds, featherless nuker was, peeping and prying and peeping. Drive him back we did, hawk.
A raid on Ixali logging grounds. Under normal circumstances, I would suspect the gods Quiver responsible, but I've not known them to come by sky. But if not the Gridanians, then who? It must be the man I'm after. Did I hear you right, Zev? You're in pursuit of a dangerous criminal who's been traveling the realm abducting beastmen wherever he goes.
Abductions, you say? By featherless nuker, proud Ixali, wings bound? Pray for this dishonor, he will.
Our first step is to find the kidnapper, a process in which my expertise should serve us well. A rogue airship was damaged in battle, yes? If you could recover even the smallest fragment of the vessel, Zev, I am quite confident I could use it to track our foe.
Ah, not far from Hristmill battle was fought. Any nuker droppings, there you'll find. Pluck nuker's hair feathers one by one we will, huh?
The slasher music. It's like, alright. Calm down. The frequency with which the soundtrack changes between the scenarios and the mount and the overworld and the fates. There it goes again. You guys just heard like 5 songs in a few seconds. That guy's got a coral. How must I get coral? I want a coral.
What news, Zev? Were you able to find aught of the assailant's vessel? Well, hello. Whatever we hear, a piece of an airship's outer hull, is it? Let me take a closer look. Most uncommon markings, but I swear I've seen them somewhere. Ah, but of course. Why, this is Garland Ironworks model 1569-2. Fine vessels, though most will go their lives without seeing one, only a few were ever manufactured. You needn't act too impressed, Zev. When your father is chairman of Highwind Skyways, you'll have to go well out of your way not to pick up a few tidbits of airship minutiae. I will put in an inquiry with Advisor Coulson. A quick perusal of the records should serve to identify the rogue vessel's current owner. Yes, Zev, it is but a matter of time before the curtain is cast open and the mastermind behind these crimes is revealed for the scoundrel he is.
Now the Dalmaja.
That this kidnapper you pursue pilots his own personal airship, and a Garland Ironworks 1569 too at that is fascinating, and more than a bit frightening. It hardly needs to be said that such a vessel would be beyond the purchasing power of all but the wealthiest Eorzeans. Your quarry, or whoever is paying for his services, likely has nigh limitless riches at his disposal. We have faith, Zev. Some of the most capable men in the employ of Highwind Skyways are tracking the rogue vessel as we speak. Whoever is behind those abductions, his identity will not remain a secret much longer. I have arranged for Advisor Coulson to meet you at the airship landing in Ul'dah. Whatever knowledge my colleagues have gleaned in the meantime, it will be yours. Your foe is backed by the power of coin, but you have something much stronger on your side. The power of justice. Safe travels, and may you serve that beastman-napping scoundrel his due.
Back to where I started. I don't need to pay for this one.
I have the power to do it for free.
Why are you kidnapping children? And yet, whatever happens, he's going to survive. Okay, where is it? I can't see where it is. Oh. Airship landing. This one seems to not have a regular waypoint, but I think I can find my way there. Here we are. Airship landing. Okay.
Just put a stone up there, bruh.
Otherwise, I gotta page through the map and figure out where things even are. It's you.
Ah, 'tis a pleasure to see you again, lad. Master Tataramu told me you would be coming. I am pleased to inform you that we were able to retrieve the records requested by the young master with a minimum of trouble. I have taken the liberty of compiling the relevant findings. Yes, the Garland Ironworks Model 15692. According to the records, only 4 were ever produced. A shame, really. It is a marvel of airship design. Unfortunately, relenting attacks from Garlean forces that year made for less than ideal manufacturing conditions. But I digress. At the time, 2 of the vessels were purchased by the Sultanate, while the other 2 entered Highwind Skyway's own fleet. Of our 2 vessels, one remains in operation to this day, while the other... This is where the records take an odd turn. The records claim that it was decommissioned after suffering extensive damages, then sold off to a trading company known as the Laughing Alchemists. As the ship was heavily damaged, it was sold under the condition that it would be stripped for parts. Yet this was but a verbal agreement. We have no proof that the Laughing Alchemists carried out their end of the bargain. Serve us with a smile, and prices so low the traders will be laughing their heads off. Seek out the Laughing Alchemist for a hilariously good deal. Such are the words. I cannot be certain, but there is something about this transaction that does not sit well with me. A fugitive has been sighted in the vicinity of Emerald Avenue. Bloody hells. Seal the gates and block off all entrances to Hustings Strip. I don't want to see either of your ugly faces till the beast is in chains. Sir, yes, sir. What's this? A fugitive in the streets. A beast. You there. We received reports that a beast man has breached the city gates and prowls the streets thirsting for blood. All civilians are encouraged to seek shelter indoors until we bring the fugitive to justice. Venture outside at your own peril.
Is that going to be the leader of the Almaja?
Beastmen rampaging unchecked within the city walls. That is a frightful prospect indeed. In any event, I have shared all that I have to share, and should be returning to my duties. Pray give the young master my regards, and tell him I would be most interested in having a look at the new airship of yours.
Search for the escaped Beastman.
Oop. I can go to Hustings. They said to cut off Hustings strips. That means it probably is here. Or not. There's a stone nearby. The quest is called Ash Not What Your Brotherhood Can Do For You. Okay. MMO developers and puns, man. Okay. It's out in the main street. Now, where are you hiding? Did I miss him? Wymond. It's a pretty big search area, ain't it? Oh, there he is. He's really big.
Have I been found at last? It gives me no pleasure to crush the life from your bones, but you leave me no choice. Say farewell to your loved ones, slavering cur, for your next breath shall be your...
That was a lot to say before you turn around.
Do my eyes see true? Yes, they do. Honored ally, I am beside myself with joy at this fated reunion. Do not look so perplexed. It is I, your brother and comrade in arms, Yadovga. I can see the doubt in your eyes. You wonder what brings me so far from the Ring of Ash. I can assure you that I meant no harm to your kind, this I swear. Far from it. No, it is my own brothers that are in danger. Mere hatchlings stolen from us by a faceless one. A sniveling cur too cowardly to meet us on the field of battle. I pursued him here to Ul'dah, and this was my mistake. No sooner did I arrive than did they call me fugitive, criminal, or worse. They claim I visit violence on innocents, when in truth I have not hurt to flee. But they will not listen to reason, and I have no means of escape. Have I no recourse but to become the murderer that they would have me be?
No, you must not say such things.
Who are you to tell me so?
It seems you have been busy since we last met, Zev. Do not worry for me, my wounds have healed. How? I cannot tell you who I am, only that I am a friend. You have no desire to harm innocents, this I know. You must follow me. I know a way out of the city walls.
Though we have just met, I sense honesty and courage in your words. I will follow you. Do not lead me astray. The fates have reunited us for a reason, honored ally. There can be no doubt of it. The war leaders awaits you at the Ring of Ash. Pray honor us with your presence again.
off to... let me go. And so we complete our lap through all of the reputation dudes. And it only took an hour. It's dark. There we go. The stone was blocking my view is what happened. I was trying to find the opening. Alright, time for the plot to start, right? And not just the rallying of all of the factions into one big thing. Honored ally, the fate smiles upon us today. You return to the Ring of Ash from afar, and we are stronger for your presence. I have heard from Yadov-Ga how you and your friend saved his life in Ul'dah. I fear that the fault in sending him to such unwelcoming environs was my own. The Brotherhood is in your debt once more. When the threat of our mortal foe, the Flame Fangs, was quenched by your hand, Zanrak regained a measure of peace, and yet I fear that these halcyon days were short-lived. Not days ago, an uninvited guest came to the Ring of Ash from the skies, bearing a fearsome blade and ill intentions. Fighting with a fury that belied his slight frame, he quickly subdued the strongest of our kin and absconded with a bevy of hatchlings. The shame, the dishonor, have the proud Amaja fallen so far they allow their young to be stolen from them like a sack of popotos. I'll never get used to popotos. My kin are shocked and shamed by their loss, and we are still Amaja. Unlike Ifrit's addled slaves, we have not forgotten how to fight for ourselves. The Brotherhood of Ash are warriors, and warriors do not abandon their sons. Yadov-Ga tells me that you, too, pursue this same man. Join us in battle once more, honored ally, that the craven whelp will answer for his dishonorable acts, and feel the rage of 1,000 fists crushing his bones into dust. Nope. Friends forever. Aww. This sounds like the big one. Oh yeah, we get the mask as a reward. We of the Brotherhood devote our lives to the pursuit of true martial perfection, as you well know. It is enough for a single Amaja to achieve the limits of his strength. Is it enough? No, the martial prowess we achieve is passed down from father to son. So does our strength grow through generations, those that follow reaching heights of puissance their forefathers never knew. This sniveling cur would break this chain. The sniveling cur that would break this chain does us the ultimate dishonor. He will answer for the abduction of our young, and he will answer in blood. Honored ally, you and Yadov-Ga must go forth and find this wretch. Go forth in courage and know that when the time comes, your war leader will fight at your side, and our strength will be as one, a towering fist of rage to crush the life from our foe. Honored ally, I am in your debt. The Ildan's hatred for our kind runs even deeper than I imagined. Had the brass blades found me before you and your friend did, I fear I would have been forced to do terrible things. You have spoken with the war leader. Every moment the hatchlings remain in their abductor's clutches, our dishonor grows. You must take the fight to him, and do so with speed, and yet we know not where he has fled. But perhaps your enigmatic friend does, for she has left for you a message. She would speak with you in Ul'dah, where I fear my kind are not welcome. You will go and hear her tale, yes? I'm just looping here, okay. And here I thought you one of us, Zev. Running off without so much as a word? Is this how you treat a friend and an ally? Your ancestors would turn in their graves. I overheard your talk with the war leader. You pursue a foe the likes of which we have never seen, a man who embodies the essence of martial perfection for which we strive. Only a fool would pursue him alone. On my honor as a warrior of the Brotherhood of Ash, I, Lunga, would face him with you. What is this madness, Lunga? The fiercest of our kin were bested easily by this man. If he has reached the peak of martial perfection, you have only begun your journey up the mountain. And how will I ever reach my potential save by trying my skills against a worthy foe? Besides, Zev travels to Ul'dah, does he not? You said it yourself. You would not be welcome there, but I, Al-Majah within, but Mikote without, can move freely amongst his people. I will hear no further challenges, so let us be off, Zev. This foray into the heart of civilization puts me ill at ease, but no matter. The battle that awaits us stirs the passions deep within my soul. Lunga's passion I will not deny, but her wisdom is often lacking. The war leader would not be pleased to hear of her true intentions. I shall devise a suitable justification for her absence. Still, when that one has steeled her will, few, if any, in the Brotherhood can stop her. See that she does not come to harm, honored ally. Your friend awaits you at the gate of Nald. Just gotta hope for the best. Oh, let's see, can I return yet? Or is there still a time limit? Hey! Yep. I never remember the cooldown. I think it might only be like 15 minutes for returning. Hearthstone style mechanics keep getting faster. I want to say that even in WoW, it used to be like a full hour. And I think now it's down to half an hour, and there's like variations that are faster or something. You come and you bring a strong ally. This is inspiriting indeed. The Sylphs, the Sahagin, the Kobolds, the Ixal, and now the Al-Majah. Our best efforts could not thwart the tragedy that strikes at each of Eorzea's beast tribes, and yet all is not lost. For with each heinous act, the shadow that conceals our villains is lifted. Naza-Ajab, the Ebonclaw, the laughing alchemist, the mastermind behind this dark plot, will elude us no longer. But first, Zev, there is something I must tell you, and someone you must meet. When you are ready, come to the Gate of Thal.
I know exactly where that is. Let me just check my map real quick and...
Here we go. Oh. Whoops. No. No. Clicked on the wrong person over here. Was it Soul of a Red Mage? Oh, it's a Red Mage quest. Abandoned. Bye. Awkward. Please, you have to help us. Bye. Got sucked into the wrong blue. Didn't look close enough. Is they're right where I was going. Zev, doubtless you wonder what this place is, who I am. Finally, the time has come that I may tell you. Allow me to welcome you to the head offices of the Ash Crowns Consortium, Eorzea's greatest purveyor of all things crystal. I have the pleasure of being Shanga Meshanga, chairman and president of the said consortium, and I have the honor of making your acquaintance. 'Tis rare that I am so blessed as to meet a like-minded soul. Our dear Sylvie has told us that all about your efforts to build trust and goodwill between Eorzeans and the 5 beast tribes, an admirable aim and one I share. The beastmen may be fearsome of appearance and eccentric in character, but are they truly so different from you and I? This is why I founded the consortium. In purchasing crystals of amiable tribes in return for vital resources they require, I aim to aid them in becoming self-sufficient. In this way, I hope to foster a lasting friendship between our peoples. It does not hurt that this arrangement has proved quite profitable as well. If I had performed these acts simply out of the goodness of my heart, I'd like to see my old Don citizenship revoked. All jesting aside, it goes without saying that the few in the Sultanate share my fondness for beastmen, and so I keep up appearances as a common trader. I would ask that you keep all that I have told you in the closest of confidence. Forgive me for having kept you in the dark, Zev. As a humble assistant to Master Shanga, I did not feel it would my place to speak on the consortium's true aims. A bit too humble, I say. Though Miss Sylvie joined our ranks only recently, she has shown a remarkable commitment to the ideals we espouse. I consider her amongst the consortium's most valuable members. She has proven particularly capable in the investigation of the Beastman abductions. If you would know the truth, these crimes are nothing new. The consortium has been investigating similar reports from the beast tribes for some time, but to no avail. But over time, they grew more frequent, more bold. I will never forgive them, never. That was it? You're a rare man. One that Sylph, Kobold, Sahagin, Almajah, and Ixal alike would look in the eye and call friend. Far and wide has the Ash-Crown Consortium searched, but I believe we have found our companion. Join us, friend, that we might bring this menace who would prey on innocent beastmen to justice. Without you, our cause is lost. We are lost. You will join us, won't you, Zev? I thank you. Not long ago, a messenger arrived on behalf of Momodi at the Quicksand. It would seem she would speak with you about an important matter. I do not understand at all what was spoken, but it matters little. What matters is that we are one step closer to exacting vengeance on our hated foe. Off to Momodi. There are legitimately like 30 characters in this quest chain. Whoa. Everybody has a part to play. There you are, Zev. These three have been asking all over for you. Is it all of the Beastmen dudes? Nope. It's the humans, like people from that part. Okay. It heartens me to see you well, Zev. I was afraid the kidnapper had stowed you away on an airship somewhere. Lieutenant Scatwas of the Maelstrom, reporting for duty. I mean not to bring Gigu. I meant to bring Gigu along, but he gave me some excuse about having lost his walking shoes. A pleasure to see you again, good sir. Thinking that my academic expertise might avail you in your search for the kidnapper, I decided to make the trip to Ul'dah. Elder Frixio and the others danced wildly when I told them I might not return to Little Solace. I fear the overwhelming sorrow and loss of my departure has driven the poor things to madness, and yet I knew it was my calling to join you. These three will join us in battle, adventurer? Such allies are welcome indeed. Though we might do without the skinny fellow with the spectacles. Since we last met, I did my own research into the Laughing Alchemists, of whom Advisor Coulson spoke. Sadly, reliable information on this organization is not easily come by. What would they stand to gain from a mass abduction of the realm's beastmen?
Their motives are a mystery wrapped in an enigma. As are the current whereabouts of their iron blade. I've got a feeling that whatever they're plotting, we've got precious little time to put a stop to it.
Yes, it is clear this time that time is of the essence. In my estimation, the best course of action would be for us to split up and pursue different angles that might afford us further clues. Would we all be in agreement?
Are we going to split up in that way that involves me going to all of you one by one?
I will pay a visit to the airship landing. By speaking to the deckhands and examining the records, perhaps I shall ascertain the destination of the Laughing Alchemist vessel. I heard of my superiors of beastmen abductions reported last year. No one thought much of them at the time, but in light of recent events, I reckon they warrant a closer investigation.
I have a friend or two at the Alchemist Guild. Perhaps they might be able to shed light on the Laughing Alchemists and their shady dealings. I shall pursue this man they call the Ebonclaw. He is hiding right under my nose. I can smell it, and I feel it in my bones.
Excellent, my friends. Whatever information we come upon, we will share it with Zev here. Now let us get to work. Our beastmen friends are counting on us.
Who's not represented here? Ixal, Sylph, Kobold, Amaja. Oh yeah, it's the there's nobody from the fish people. The Sahagin. I guess I'm the Sahagin because I'm family. I was thinking we have 5 factions, but 4 companion characters that are all here. That yep, I was right. It involves me going to all of them one by one. All right, let's go. Yeah, 2 of them are right here. Then the Alchemist Guild.
Zev, through the twisted, tortuous streets of the city, I have tracked our quarry, and at long last I found his lair. Within the garish chambers of this place, the platinum mirage, the craven cur, slumbers, using his misbegotten riches to shelter himself from our vengeance. I demand entrance, so that I might meet this fiend in single combat, but the fool child over there had the gall to refuse me entry. We cannot confirm your membership without looking upon your face, my lady, she said. Do come back when you have removed that ridiculous costume and have dressed a bit more formally. Costume, this battle mask is a symbol of my rebirth and resolve. It represents my transformation into an Al-Majah soldier, ever strong and proud. I would die before removing it from my face for so petty a reason. Besides, these are the only garments I own. Well, Zev, you are more familiar with civilized life than I. How might I best approach this?
I have just the thing. Hello. Am I formal? Be aware that the entrance is limited to members and the dress code is strictly enforced. I'm dressed similarly to you. I think the quest is over. Yeah, I don't think there's a follow-up there. Just walking around in town.
There you are, Zev. You'll be happy to hear that I was able to acquire the records of all reported cases of beastmen disappearances over the past year. How, you ask? Let us say this Scatwise is more than a few friends, and not all of them are as worthless as Gigu is in a sorry lot. Any road, here's one case that caught me eye. Dated 6 moons ago or thereabout. 100 old Sylph corpses unearthed on northern Thanalan. Cause of death unknown. And the bodies belonging to Uldan citizens. You can bet your bottom gill this story would have graced the front page with a mithril eye, but beastmen, doubtless they turned hostile and were dispatched by some well-meaning adventurers, or so was the reason at the time. But recent events put this incident in a whole new light. Sylphs in Thanalan, that's more than Makote more than a mite suspicious. As was the state of the bodies, not a single external wound. Poison, perhaps?
I'm no agent of enquiry, but I'd wager there's more than a passing connection between this and the recent Beastmen abductions. We'll just have to see what clues the others turn up and work from there. Doop boop 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 doop.
I'm ready for the Alchemist Guild.
Guess we're going in there. I think there's no one else local. They definitely phrased the dress code question like I needed to follow up on that, but I guess not yet.
Oh, adventure. I was wondering when you might show up. I've been perusing the pages of the guild ledger for all purchases made by the Laughing Alchemist. Quite an assortment of rare and curious ingredients, I must say. 80 hunks of rotten void-sent flesh, 20 bulbs of the Narcissus Phantasmus, 50 pounds of lost soul entrails. As much as this may shock you, friend, the alchemical arts fall somewhat outside my otherwise extensive area of expertise. An alchemist acquaintance of mine, however, informed me that the sale of such items on the open market is strictly prohibited. As he told it, they have been known to be employed in the practice of certain forbidden arts, the precise nature of which he seemed unwilling to relate in detail. Forbidden arts, Elder Frixio forbade me from ever adorning myself in chocobo feathers again. By the gods. Had the Laughing Alchemist devised an elixir to turn beastmen into beast birds? If so, I dare say we have a crisis of colossal proportions on our hands.
He really fixates on that specific idea, don't he? It's his go-to. I'm surprised this is gear I can still wear as a different class. I guess it's just not specialized? Oh, the airship landing. Looks like one of the ways of getting there is near here. Okay, lift attendant. This is one of the locations that throws me for a loop.
You couldn't have come at a better time. I was just perusing the arrival and departure records, and sure enough, a series of entries quickly caught my eye. To wit, numerous requests for emergency landing clearance for a vessel registered to one Memeriga, chairman of the Laughing Alchemists. These entries grew more frequent over the past 6 moons or so, corresponding precisely with the recent outbreak in beastmen abductions. Memeriga? I have heard that name before, and heard things I would rather forget. A man of great wealth. Few can, or are willing to, say how he came to his fortunes. Some rumors say he deals in black market weapons. Some suggest far worse. In some circles, they even call him the Deathmonger. I think we can safely say that we found the man pulling the strings behind these beastmen abductions. But 2 questions remain. To what end, and where might we find him? Our friends have finished their investigations as well. Splendid. Let us return to the Ash Crown Consortium offices and plot our next course of action. I don't remember where that... I think I'll find it.
It was like near the Adventurers Guild, basically. Just get me to one of those teleports and I'll... Oh yeah, it was by the Sapphire Exchange. I think this door is open, which makes... Oop. Oop. That's where the door is. I was going by map, not very well. Which makes the one by the Adventurers Guild the closest location, which will allow me to teleport to the Sapphire Exchange. Boop. We're about to be done with the rep grind just across the board. The one that I could have stopped. I could have stopped with when I got the dances from Realm Reborn, but I just kept going. But now I'll be done until we unlock them in Stormblood. Zev, the others have yet to return, but I fear our time grows short. Did they share with you their findings? I see. All signs point to the Laughing Alchemist and their chairman, Master Memoriga, as being the mastermind behind these terrible crimes. What's more, he's been involved in shady dealings with the Alchemist Guild, procuring various prohibited substances known to be used in forbidden arts. In a seemingly unrelated event, the corpses of countless sylphs were unearthed in Thanalan 6 moons past. Dead most likely from poison. Since that day, beastman abductions have been reported with increasing regularity across the realm. I hoped, against hope, that it would not come to this, but the evidence is overwhelming. Yes, they call the man Deathmonger. It would seem he has decided to truly earn the name. Necromancy, Zev. The man had a mind to raise an undead army, born from the souls of our beastman friends. You must find him at once and put a stop to this madness. You say that his hired blade was taking up lodgings at the Platinum Mirage. Fortunately for us, Master Shanga is a member of the highest of standing. He should have no trouble securing entrance for us, which leaves only the Master of Lunga and the dress code. I know not if this will meet your friend's liking, but it should serve its purpose just the same. I shall be along in due time. Naza Ajab, you will pay for your crimes against my loved ones. It's what's wearing me down. The marathon of continuous reading for the length, for like the duration of an entire movie. I'm just like, I'm starting to collapse under it. The Platinum Mirage. Yeah, it's back where the costume shit happened. It would be so funny if we do this fucking dress code thing and then it lets me in dressed as this. I need this to happen.
Zev, I've been keeping close watch on the entrance to this place. The Craven Cur has yet to show his face. I suspect he still cowers within the comforts of his chambers. Do you speak with Sylvie? She was able to secure us passage within. The battle calls me, adventurer. I can contain my rage no longer.
Here is dress.
What are these flimsy rags, and why do you show them to me? Surely you jest, Zev. I'm a warrior of the Al-Majah. I would sooner see the flesh rent from my bones than clothe myself in these soft, supple fabrics. I truly must wear them. Many moons have I lived, yet never have I suffered such dishonor. Were the lives of my brothers not at stake, I would rend these rags in my hands and leave this dreadful place in an instant. Very well, adventurer, I will wear these cowards' tatters, but you must swear on your life that none back home shall hear a word of this madness.
Where are you going? Mask still on?
Must you gape at me so, as if the shame did not cut deep enough already? There had best not be anything else. There is something else, isn't there? You cannot possibly mean my face. This battle mask was bestowed to me by the war leader himself. It is a symbol of my passion and pride. It marks me as a brother of Ash. You may just as well ask me to rip the very flesh off my face. On this I shall not yield. The battle mask stays.
Nope.
The shame, the indignity. Forgive me, war leader.
You want to talk indignity?
It is for the lives of my brothers, for vengeance against our foe, and for the pursuit of martial perfection that I subject myself to this dishonor.
Haven't I already seen your face before? You are a friend, but say one word and it will be your last. I don't really talk. Now let us go. Our fated battle with the mortal foe awaits within. So formal, beautiful. There's not even anyone in here. I have never seen anything like this. It's a veritable palace. Where do you see the actual literal palace? I forgot. Because he wears the fucking leopard Speedo. Don't look now. I never understand that phrase. It's weird. I do not recall summoning whores. You looked at the wrong person for that, I feel like. Old Don customs are so crude. Silence, fiend, you will pay for your crimes. Where were you keeping that? Damn. Such strength. Naza Ajab, we have uncovered your master's dark plot. The Deathmonger would slay beastmen en masse and raise an army of the dead, and you lend your strength to this heinous cause. Ah, that nonsense? Yes, now that you mention it, I do believe that was a silly little plot. And you come here to stop me? Nonsense? Silly? Is the mass murder of thousands of innocent beastmen so humorous to you? I know your type too well. You see beastmen as little more than feral savages. I do? Well, well, that is quite a surprise. I have always tried to maintain equal disdain for all beings weaker than myself. That would be everyone, in case you haven't been paying attention. If Master Memorigo would raise an army of zombie beastmen and conquer the realm, he can have it. I seek one thing and one thing alone, an equal. An equal? I have traveled the realm 100 times over and crossed blades with the greatest warriors Eorzea has ever known, and yet none, not a one, can match my powers. No, it is not for fame, not for riches, not for glory I fight. For once, just once, I would know the thrill, the passion of facing a worthy foe on the field of battle. To smell the sweet stench of my impending death before emerging triumphant as I have always done. You would see thousands of innocents die just to satisfy your depraved thirst for thrills. If anyone here should be called a beast, it is you. I mean, it's not much of a claim. There's no beast tribes here. My poor misguided little girl. Death is but the blissful terminus of the lives of the weak. Come, I shall show you its sweet embrace. Are you gonna do anything, Warrior of Light, at all? At some point? We are incredible at standing still. When my friends vanished 6 moons ago, I asked myself why. What had they done to deserve such a fate? With the help of Zev and his friends, I began to put the pieces together. Beastmen, you. Memorik would raise a legion of the undead, a limitless supply of deathless warriors that he could auction off to the highest bidder. Why, it's a veritable license to mint Gil. But where would he find his dead? Exhuming the bodies of Eorzeans would quickly attract unwanted attention, but beastmen, seen by so many as a scourge to the realm. Yes, you would miss a beastman or two. Who would miss a beastman or two, or 200, or 2,000? Probably the beastmen, as it turns out.
Brava, brava, spoken with such passion. If I didn't know better, I'd say you were a beastman yourself.
And then she is, surprise. This one, you, Clawed One, killed this one's friends. She's a Sylph. Her real name is Sylphie. All those subtle hints like her being green and not wanting you to come in the tent. This one will have revenge, Sylbexo.
Are my eyes to be believed?
Answer me, Clawed One. Where is Master One? Where can this one find this one's friends?
I could tell you, but I don't think Master Memoriga would be too pleased. And he is rather generous with his coin, you see. Whatever the Deathmonger is paying you will double it.
Or Zev could just defeat him. Why am I just standing here?
No, we'll triple it. Would you prefer your payment in gil, jewels, and gemstones, perhaps? This is no mere idle bluff. I swear it in the name of my father, chairman of High Wind Skyways. Mayhap you've heard of them. Ha ha ha! You speak madness, but this is my kind of madness. Perhaps I have found worthy rivals after all. Master Memoriga set forth for the invisible city. Doubtless the experiments have already begun. Good heavens! So the poor beastmen are being transformed into chocobos as we speak. We must stop them. That is all I will say. Your offer is tempting, little man, but I have riches enough to last a lifetime. If you would face my blade, however, your presence is more than welcome. If it's a fight you want, it's a fight you'll get, and this one will be your last.
Someone fight him already. Everyone's just sitting here.
Yes, yes, that's the spirit. I expect nothing less than a bloody feast for the soul and senses. Do not try to disappoint me now. I believe our business is done here. Let us leave this place.
What? Why isn't anybody fucking fight? I can just... I know I can take him. Come on. You don't want to see his first ever defeat happen to a cat in a bunny costume? Forgive me, Zev. This is the second time I have deceived you. No. This one is a Sylph of Little Solace. This one's true name is Sylbexio. The Walking One, Sylvie is a creation of this one's skin-changing magics. This one learned the ways and words of the Walking Ones. This one would walk among the Walking Ones and talk as Walking Ones talk. That these ones, and I liked it better when he talked the other way, that these ones and Walking Ones might grow to understand each other. Others felt, as this one did. Together, these ones left Little Solace behind, seeking out the cities of Walking Ones. But these ones' journey was cut short. Laughing Ones saw through these ones' disguises. These ones were ambushed in Thanalan. The Sylphs slain in Thanalan. Gods, you were one of them. Yes, this one escaped, but others were not so fortunate. It was then that this one made a vow. That this one would bring Laughing Ones to justice. This one assumed the form of Walking One Sylvie, came to this place and befriended Kindly One Master Shanga. Master Shanga is Kindly One, but Master Shanga is still Walking One. This one is afraid to reveal this one's true face, so this one toiled in secret, pursuing Clawed One at every turn. The acts of these vile men would throw a spanner into all of our efforts of building trust in the Beastmen. Let us hurry to the Invisible City to put an end to their plot once and for all. The Invisible City? A desolate place home to naught but the lost souls of ages long past. Why ever would this Memoriga choose such a remote place to work his dark magics?
Doubtless a ghost town on the outskirts of civilization is exactly what the Laughing Alchemist had in mind. Why, just think of what would happen if something went awry with the experiment. An army of undead beast chocobos running up— stop saying chocobo about everything. Beast chocobos running amok in plain view of the populace. There would be panic.
Yes, that sounds about right. Any road, the time for talking is through. It is time for action. We will inform the leaders of each of the respective beast tribe settlements, Zev, and join you at the Invisible City shortly after. Yes, and yes, I've been instructed to give you this. I was told it was an explosive of Sylphic make, enhanced somewhat by one Ba-Go of the 789th Order, and then further modified for optimal throwing by the Acatal 9.
Oh, they're all working together off camera somewhere.
Think of it as a collaborative effort by all of our Beastmen friends. I trust it will serve you well. Now let us go forth and put an end to Memoriga's bad plot.
I feel like that there was more quests here. Let's see. I feel like that for the quests in this not expansion, there was more of an emphasis on befriending some human-like person each time, and then kind of working your way through the trust of each of the beast tribes. Whereas in Heaven's Ward, you pretty much exclusively interacted with the beast tribes. Like with the beetle, people, you connected them with non-beast tribes, and there was the engineer with the Mughals, but for the most part, you were interacting directly with the beast tribes. Whereas in this area, we're often dealing with whatever non-beast tribe person is like the ambassador to the beast tribes. It's like the Sahagin in particular, where you deal with the beast tribe specifically. So it feels a little weird that, yeah, like it's the beast tribe quest, but at this point we're mostly dealing with like the non-beast tribe people that are like the ambassadors of each group. Whereas none of the beast tribe characters are even along for the ride, like the Kobold or anyone.
This one has been waiting for Brave One. Disguises will avail this one a little here. This one will remain in this form and conserve strength for the battle ahead. Walking ones who guard this place are some of the deadliest swords in the realm, hired by Laughing One at great cost. This will not be an easy fight, nor even for Brave One. Is Brave One ready to do battle?
To battle.
This one is ever heartened by Brave One's resolve, quietly now, that Laughing Ones might be caught by surprise.
He looks friendly. They're just eggs. Yeah, that looks like a hatchling. Look at that 7-foot-tall monster.
How many times do you have to stir that pot? I'm not paying you by the hour in case you've forgotten.
Forgive me, Master Memoriga. It shall not be long till the regions have fully dissolved. Then our preparations will be complete, in theory.
What do you mean, in theory? I am not paying you to theorize. I'm paying you to build me an army. Yes, it will not be long now. An army of undead beastmen at my beck and call. The greatest military force Eorzea has ever known. Untold riches, no, even the very domination of the realm is within my grasp. Who goes there?
Memoriga, This one has come for this one's friends.
Well, look who's here. If it isn't a little one a girl who's been fluttering about the realm, poking her nose into my business. Or did you think you could fool me with your silly little disguises? It matters not. You and your friends are too late. The potion is all but complete, and there will be nothing to stop me. Your laughably precious companions will die, and their souls will serve me, for eternity.
The extremeness of this quest, it's absurd.
But do not mourn their fate, little girl, for you shall join them. Kill them all, but do try to be gentle about it.
My zombie army.
It's like a legitimate reoccurring thing at this rate.
What the?
Treacherous fiends, purveyors of villainy. The vengeance of heaven is slow but certain. You shall answer for your treachery this day.
Who is it that dares oppose me?
I am the flame that quenches the shadow, the fist that crushes villainy. I am the war leader of the Brotherhood of Ash, Hamujga, and my name shall be the last you utter with your dying screams. I am Nov, the spear of the dark depths, clutch father first, and warrior second. Cecil Totolok of Acanto 9 I am. How to count Acanto 9 know not. How to fight Acanto 9 know well. Forfeit your life is. This one is Frixio, elder of Little Solus. Laughing one's crimes against little ones will not be forgiven. Hickman Gigu of the 789th is here, and Gigu has, forgot his line, slipped his mind, drew a blank, forgot.
But so good with the thesaurus.
Now what does this do again?
Together we are the Beastman Alliance. That took a lot of setup. How long have you been up there?
Egads, those sparks almost took out Gigu's eye. Burnt blew up, took out an eye. Gigu told Bago to go easy on Saltpeter. Laughing one's days of profiting in this one's misfortune have come to an end. Return captured ones and surrender at once.
Ha! As if a band of bumbling beastmen could stop me. You fools seal your fate.
Also the Warrior of Light, but no big deal.
Alright. And so the stage is set. Marvelous, simply marvelous. You bested me once, but this time you shall not be so fortunate. Feel my spear, Shorewalker.
What are you waiting for, you fool? Kill them! Kill them all! Have you forgotten how much I'm paying you?
He's jumping in little circles.
Keep your riches, Memoriga. I fight, but not for you. Yes, let hatred and fear consume you. Come at me. Let me taste the thrill of battle, and I will treat you to death's sweet embrace.
Well, I believe that 4 of those characters are brave enough to fight.
This is the distraction these ones needed. This one will go off and find the captured ones.
They're over there, I can see them.
Brave one must take a scale bomb and destroy the cauldron.
And also kill everyone, apparently.
Let's go. I've been waiting for this. My 10 seconds of gameplay in this long quest.
Oh. Oh god, what's happening? Oh. I activated auto run. I always forget that's even there. This is not level synced. You guys are fucked. What's up? Oh, that was the entire fight. I got 1 gil. Well, prepare to die.
What have you done? That cauldron was made of solid mithril. Do you have any idea how much I paid for it?
No one cares.
5,600,870,000 gil. You've ruined me. Ruined me.
Okay. You're lucky you're alive at this point. If that guy doesn't just throw his knife at you right now. Ruh-roh.
But they'll face him together. Haha! Yes! Let your hatred fuel you. Let me taste the rage that burns within you. Thrill me, excite me, delight me. And in return, I shall see your death as all the sweeter.
Your overconfidence will be your downfall, Shorewalker.
The battle drums pound, calling me to the fray. Lend me your strength, Elder.
Look out, he's jacked.
You sad fool. A magic shield.
Get dunked on, bitch.
Ah, now the time is. This you must take.
The Yoda speak. Where is that going? Oh, okay, he's going to him. I'm like, what was the plan for this knife?
And here is an extra boost. A push, a shove, a boost.
How do you have time to say all that? Whoa, he's dead. Oh, jeez. It's like the rocket punch. It's a callback.
This feeling. I grow weak. The world around me grows dark. I...
Zero. See you next expansion, dick. But in the past, in my case. He is floating so high. That fish was floating like 2 feet in the air.
Where do you think you're going? That's my airship, you fool. I shall remember this day, friends. You have proven yourself worthy rivals, but do not think you have won. No, I shall return to have my revenge. What's this? Gigu thought his bombs were all gone. Used up, depleted, gone. Oh well, here goes nothing.
What? How do you not know your bombs are there? Oop. Oh, so crashing an airship is just his, like, tradition at this point. Laughing One's crimes have been reported to the highest authorities by the Ash-Crowned Consortium. This one suggests Laughing One goes quietly. Laughing One's crimes are graves, and riches will not save Laughing One this time. Laughing One will have much time to reflect on this one's misdeeds as one rots in jail.
My army, my fortunes, everything gone.
Brave one. No, brave Zev. This one. This one has no words to express depths of this one's gratitude. No mixio, flexio. Is everyone watching? Laughing ones are no more. Finally, after so long, everyone can rest in peace. This one has been watching, Sylvexio. Yes, watching very closely. Elder One? Elder One remembers this one? How could this one forget? This one remembers the day Sylvexio left Little Solus as if it were yesterday. This one's heart was heavy, yet deep down this one knew if anyone could survive the harsh world outside the forest and build peace with walking ones, it was Sylvexio, strong of will and pure of heart. Sylvexio was alone for so long, but no longer. Other ones will welcome Sylvexio back to Little Solus as hero of all Sylph-kind. Elder One is too kind. This one is not strong. This one is... Say no more, Sylvexio. Sylvexio must save strength for the journey home. Brave One. Brave One is friend not only to these ones, but to guild ones, and winged ones, and scaled ones, and furry ones too. It is Brave One that has brought all of us together. This one will always remember this day. This day, this one learned that what can be accomplished when ones of all shapes and sizes come together as one. This one is forever in Brave One's debt. This one would return one last time to the Ashcrown's consortium. Brave One will come too, yes?
Back to Yulda again. Do I have another free trip? Yep. So it's all taken care of. There was an evil plan. I detonated one bomb. I fought for approximately 3 seconds. And that's all it took. Cool fighting cutscene, though, between the Beast Tribe dudes. Especially since this was a Realm Reborn. Around the time... back then, in particular, there just wasn't a lot of cutscenes where action happened. Or even where anything really happened besides people standing around and talking. I was like, oh shit, cool moves and stuff. I like the rocket punch trick they do. Welcome back, Zev. I was Sylvie when we first met, and it is Sylvie I would express my gratitude to you now. But also because I have to be Sylvie here. Although, are the Sylphs unwelcome here of all people? I feel like the Sylphs are known to be not hostile, right? When I left Little Solus behind, I was a wide-eyed child, my mind and heart filled with wild fancies. Your people and ours are not so different. We have our differences, but with time and open dialogue, yes, it is only a matter of time before we can all live in harmony. Then my friends were captured, murdered in cold blood by Memoriga's lackeys. I saw the meaningless hurt and hatred directed at beastmen here in Ul'dah, the depths of hatred I felt for your kind. I could not put them into words. Then I met people like Master Shaga and you. I saw man and beastman working, fighting together for the greater good. Slowly but surely it all came back to me. It would not be easy, but perhaps my dream could still be achieved. Observing the battle in the invisible city, I know now more than ever that this is true. The bonds forged today will burn strong, a beacon of hope for all that would look beyond their differences to join their neighbor in the fight for a better tomorrow. I know not if our paths will cross again, but I know this. Eorzea is a better place for your presence. Farewell, Zev, and thank you. Nope. Got my songs all mixed up. You've achieved allied reputation with all them dudes. I like that my eyes practically glow in the dark. Furthermore, you now have access to a wider selection of wares from the vendors of all 5 beast tribes. Oh shit, that's a lot. Throughout your efforts, the most prominent beast tribes of Eorzea have forged bonds of friendship that promise to remain strong through the years. You are truly a hero to beastmen across the realm. And I've also got Mask. Evidently. Yep. Speaking of glowing in the dark. I don't like it. Well, first of all, I can clearly see behind it in moments like that because it floats far away from your face. But like even when it was on the guide that it's made for, I have to look at it at exactly this angle, basically, and then it looks okay. But literally any other angle, it's very obvious. You can very obviously tell that the eye is like wrong. It doesn't line up with the other eye, believably. I have to look at it exactly dead on. Otherwise, you're like, geez, why is it shaped like, it looks so weird. I don't think the eye even lines up with my eye to begin with, even from the main axis you would look at it from. Oh well. I've never seen a mask that I liked so far. But we did it! We made it! That is the big grind done. Yep, now they're called Allied. They're level 8 Allied though, as opposed to level 9 Allied. But the same thing happened where they all become allied as a result of the combined quest. Neat. And that'll be the end of my solo adventures for a while. Until Stormblood, I guess. Or if I do another, like, catching up on old things episode. This is actually going to change my routine a bit. Because some of the stuff I've been spending time on is gone. Let's see, I think this dude's back from a mission. He has to be, that took 2 hours. What are you doing? I can't even see him correctly. He's wearing slightly different gear now. Because eventually you hit missions where you are complete, there we go. You eventually hit missions where you have to dress your character up with new gear that isn't level 1, so it's just like whatever stuff I could find at the vendor. I've been keeping up with, at the very least, selling the stuff that he gives me. And then also stuff that I get while I'm doing my quests. It's like a whole history here of me making money over time. At least a bit. Whatever these people are giving me, I keep getting spoken blood from this, and whatever it is, it freaking sells immediately. Like I put that one up for auction as I went on this mission, basically. Let's just go a little higher in price. I put it up as I left to start this, and literally before I even started recording, only like a moment later, it was already sold. That was weirdly fast. But yeah, I keep busy. Here's all the gems from the daily quests. Just trying to make enough money to buy the mounts, basically, because I'm kind of broke at the moment after buying all the ones I liked. Pretty much capped out exactly at the cap. Alright, that's enough. I'm tired of talking.